Hi everybody and welcome to the First Aid Unendangered YouTube channel. My name is Nies Schenkenveld and today we're going to talk about a new tourniquet, the SICH tourniquet. But before we're going to talk about the SICH tourniquet, I still have one thing to do that I promised a few months ago, but we just didn't have the time to do it sooner than this video. So without further ado, I promised that we would do a giveaway of this merit bag, and wherever you are in the world, we'll promise you, if you win this bag, we're gonna send it to you. I have my Pentagon medical cap, and I'm gonna pull out one of the people that were new followers on our channel, and that new follower will win this bag. So that's one. There goes the rest. And let me see what it says. Fernando. I'm gonna show it to you all. The winner of this merit bag is Fernando. Wherever you are in the world, Fernando, I know that you watch our YouTube channel. Please send us a private message and I will make sure that you will get your own merit bag. For now, that's it. Let's talk about the SICH tourniquet. The SICH tourniquet is an all new tourniquet that has been made by or designed by medics from the Ukrainian war. They used other tourniquets like the combat application tourniquet or the soft tourniquet, but they find out that it didn't work for them. Especially the combat application tourniquet. They found it out that it didn't really work all that good in cold environments, in wet environment, but especially if the tourniquet has to be on a limb for a prolonged period of time. And you might think, how is that possible that in Ukraine they find that out, but for example the period of Afghanistan, Iraq or Mali, they didn't find out that problem? Well, the solution for that, or the answer for that, may lie in the fact that the golden hour in, I think, 90%, and I'm just guessing at the moment, for 90 or maybe even 98% of the time, the golden hour is met. That means that a tourniquet won't be on somebody's limb for a prolonged period of time. When is it a long time? Well, in the statistics they show that as soon as a tourniquet is on a limb for longer than 2 hours, you talk about a prolonged period of time for the usage of a tourniquet. Well, in the Ukrainian war, they found out, or they had a problem, that sometimes by the bombardments, it could take up to 2.5 hours before there even was contact with the bridgehead. So that means that sending out medical evacuation troops to get them out will take a lot longer. They don't have aeromedevac or cash-evac through the air, which means that it will take a long time for somebody, when they get wounded and a tourniquet is used, it will take a longer time for them to get back to a medical station or a medical treatment facility. Thus, they found out that especially the combat application tourniquet, as soon as it's wet, it will lose tension over time, resulting in that a bleeding may start after a longer period of time. And we didn't see that in Afghanistan or in Iraq because, well, I already told you, the golden hour was met, and it was a very sandy, a very warm and a very dry environment. The Ukraine is 180 degrees different, and then they found out they had a problem. So they tried to find out a solution for that problem. The soft tourniquet didn't really did what it should do there. The combat application tourniquet didn't really do what it should do. So they decided to reinvent or redesign a tourniquet and take all the good elements of all those different tourniquets and combine it in one. And that is the SICH tourniquet. And I'm gonna come a little bit closer. SICH. Okay, I'm taking it out of the package. And what do we see? Well, we see that the buckle and the tourniquet rod are made from aluminum, so airplane aluminum, so they're strong. The same thing goes for the buckle here. It's also made from aluminum, so it's strong. So that is the same thing that the soft tourniquet has, but the soft tourniquet, this part, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I'm gonna check. Yes, for the soft tourniquet, this part is made of plastic. and they decided that they want to make this also from airplate aluminum. So aluminum, so it is light but very strong. The combat application tourniquet, for one hand application, they had the Velcro, but the problem is it's only it's not, they mix in the sticky part and the non-sticky part. I don't know how I should describe it, but as soon as you place them together, it doesn't matter where, they always stick to each other, the Velcro. But that means because it's all in the same direction, it is not really strong, and it, as SICH says, it will tend to lose a little bit of its tension in a prolonged period of time. So what did they decide for the SICH tourniquet? The following. And I hope that yeah, you see the camera picks it up. You see the stripe pattern. That means that the hairs on the Velcro, they have the sticky side, non-sticky side, sticky side, non-sticky side. So that means that it's much stronger as soon as it's been closed, as soon as you close up the tourniquet or tighten the tourniquet. So that is something that the SICH tourniquet did. What else did they do? They make sure that you always have something to grab on. So they made sure they just have a little piece of leather. I don't believe it's not real leather, but it is to make sure that you can grab it and easily tighten up the tourniquet. You see that this buckle is a little rounded, and they did that for the reason that also if you want to do use the two loops, where CAT has decided to throw out the second loop possibility in a Generation 7 tourniquet, SICH says, well, we're not going to do that, because especially if you have a tourniquet on for a longer time, the double looping will make sure that it stays on for a longer time without losing tension. So that is something that they really thought of, and they wanted to keep both loops. But for single-handed application, they curved it a little bit, and by this little curve they make sure that it is easier to put it on yourself with one-hand application. Then there are two points that I want to discuss also. They found out also in the Ukraine that a lot of civilian casualties were children, and the combat application tourniquet, the SAM XT tourniquet, the soft tourniquet all have a problem, and the problem is you cannot use it really good on children because of the plate that's on the back side of the tourniquet. Well, here there is no plate. There is no back plate, which means that if I want to compress my tourniquet, I can go a lot further than most of the other tourniquets. So for example, if we were to have a child, we can go much further. And I would double loop it then, because there is not a lot of Velcro left, and if we double loop it, it will stay on much stronger. But as you can see, you can go a lot further because there is no plate on the back side of the tourniquet. So also for the use of children, the SICH tourniquet might be a better solution than, for example, the combat application tourniquet. Well, how fast can you apply the tourniquet for yourself? Because one of the main problems that I always have with the soft tourniquet is the way that you need to put the tourniquet rod inside of the triangle. Well, this triangle is a little bit bigger, so it will help you out to stick it in better, and it doesn't fall over that easily as it does with the soft tourniquet. So let's see if I can put it on myself a little bit quicker than I could, for example, a soft tourniquet, and maybe as fast as I can put on a combat application tourniquet. First, it's all about preparation, so we're going to make sure that we prepare the tourniquet in a good way. Well, we always have this part. Then self-application, yes, self-application. So that means placing it like this and this, so as soon as I unfold it, it can open on itself without sticking to any parts of the tourniquet. Well, that is the main idea. So I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna keep it easy for myself. I'm gonna do a left-handed because I'm right-handed. It opens, as you can see, put it on my arm, and then this is very easy, just like this. There you go. And now what I need to do is tighten it up. 1, 2, 3, get some tension on a tourniquet and buckle it in. There you go. That was quite easy. And now to make sure that it is nice and firm and doesn't go anywhere, and this I really need to show you because I think they really thought this one through. You see those little loops here? I can put my tourniquet band through here if I want to. I can put it through here and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. And if I want, I can even go around my tourniquet rod and go back again, like this. So now I have a very secure tourniquet that doesn't go anywhere, and it didn't take me very long. Actually, it went quite well. So yeah, I'm gonna unloosen it now because it is not really tight, but it is a little bit tight. There we go, it's loose again. The SICH tourniquet comes with one extra additional neat little feature, and that is the medics told me that they often lost their marker, or it's froze solid because of the temperature. So what did they do? They made sure that you could write time on every tourniquet with every metal object that you can find. So let's find a metal object here in this room. So I just wrote down the tourniquet time on the tourniquet with a knife, and as you can see, 1100. So with every metal object, and then they have a very nice description about it, and in the description they use a bullet point. What else? There's always enough bullets in war, right? So 1100, and you can write it down, the tourniquet time, with every metal object. You know that I'm a bigger fan of writing down a tourniquet of somebody's head, so you can always see it. But if you cannot do that, the main problem with the other ways of writing down tourniquets, for example, if you use a combat application tourniquet or the soft, because the tourniquet most of the time becomes very dirty with all blood and sand. But well, this won't be affected by that, because you still can wipe it off and use every metal object, even if it's a little bit wet from the blood, it will still function. So I think they did a really good job in figuring out what they want with the tourniquet, and they came up with the SICH tourniquet and combined all the good points from the different tourniquets that there are now. This is not yet a TCCC recommended tourniquet, but they are working on it. They're trying to get it recommended by the TCCC committee. I think this might be a very good tourniquet. I really believe in it, so I give a shout out to Skinny Medic. I already sent you a private message on Facebook. I would love to send you a few of this, because I'm always watching your YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out Skinny Medic yet on YouTube, you really should. He has a lot of nice information concerning all kinds of medical gear, medical protocols, so please do check him out. Skinny Medic's YouTube. I'll place a link in the description for you all. But I will love to know what he thinks about this tourniquet, so I suggested that I would send a couple of them for him to check out, to do his own review. And well, yeah, I'm very confident that this is going to be a very good tourniquet, and I hope that Skinny Medic will be just as happy with it as I am. And if not, I would love to know what he thinks that could make this tourniquet even better. So please, we have a new web shop, Dutch TMC shop, Dutch Tactical Medical Company web shop, and it's also in English. So I'm gonna show you now, somewhere here, or left or right. I'm gonna do it here. Yeah, this is a nice place. Here I will show you how you can change the language. We have language settings in Dutch, that is my native language, but also English and auch in Deutsch. So wenn Sie nur Deutsch reden, könnten Sie auch an Deutsch auf unserem Webshop kommen, auf Schweiz, something like that. That was all the German I can speak, and I really tried really hard. I've been practicing this for months. That is why it took so long to make a new video. So I hope you like the effort. For now, I want to thank you all for joining me. Please visit our web shop, Dutch TMC. If you do not follow us on YouTube yet, if you would please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the notification bell. For now, thank you very much for watching, stay safe and bye bye.